Good day, researchers. Today, I will discussing my study. First of all, I would like to introduce myself and my research study. I am Roldan Waing, a student from Sagayin National High School. My research study, entitled Self-Directed Learning and Student Readiness for Tertiary Education, among grade 12 students in Sagayin National High School. My global setting is in the Texas State Technical College, stating that 78% of the graduated students are struggling to meet their college career milestone. In Asia, there has an also a phenomenon about a lack of preparedness of the students in higher education. Let's proceed to national setting. In the Philippines, first batch of senior high school, PISA report revealed that the graduated student has a poor performance. It means that they are not prepared or they are lack of preparedness for higher education. In my local setting, I failed to find a study of the other researchers in our local. So I decided to conduct a survey to a college student if a lack of preparedness before entering the tertiary education has a negative impact to a student. So the results show that a lack of preparedness has a negative impact of the students. Let's proceed to research objectives. First is to describe the level of self-directed learning in terms of the indicators of my IV, that is my self-directed learning. The second is to describe the level of student readiness in terms of the indicators of my dependent variable. Third is to determine the significant relationship between self-directed learning and student readiness for tertiary education. The last is to determine which domain significantly affect self-directed learning and student readiness for tertiary education. So kini siya na makita nato dito sa table sa chapter 3. After the research objectives is hypothesis. There is no relationship between self-directed learning significantly affect student readiness among grade 12 students in Sagayin National High School. There is no domain in self-directed learning and student readiness among grade 12 students in Sagayin National High School. So, makita na to sa chapter 3 if the independent and dependent variable has a significant relationship or there's no relationship. Next is theoretical framework. My independent variable is the theory of Garrison 1997 about uh, about the self-directed learning, and the second is the theory of Conley 2010 stated the theory of student readiness, that is my dependent variable. Conceptual paradigm, self-directed learning, and the indicators, student readiness and the indicators. Next, research design. This study will use a quantitative non-experimental design with a descriptive correlational method to examine the relationship to variables including the direction and magnitude. This study will use descriptive correlational design, examine the relationship between self-directed learning and student readiness for tertiary education, providing insights for developing measurement instruments and quantitative research. Bird 2009. Next is my research local focus on the Davao region in the Philippines. The study will specifically take place in Barangay Sagayin, located in Municipality of Asuncion, Davao del Norte. Research activities will be conducted at Sagayin National High School. So, ara ang mapa sa right side. Next, population and sample. Focuses on grade 12 students at Sagayin National High School. From a total of 223 students, a representative sample is used. After the population and sample, there's a statistical tool. The questionnaire responses were analyzed using mean, Pearson R, regression analysis. So, mo na itong igamit dito sa after magtali, no? So, dito sa data analysis, makita nato ito ang Pearson R o ang regression. So, next, table 1. Level of self-directed learning. Self-directed learning is my independent variable. So, the items is the indicator. The overall mean of my independent variable is 3.37 with a description level of moderate. Next is table 2, level of student readiness. That is my dependent variable. Items of the indicators of student readiness with an overall mean of 3.40 with a description level of high. Next is table 3. Significant relationship between self-directed learning and student readiness. So, kini makita nato ni siya dito sa pag-data analysis nato. So, ang p-value kay 0.00, then r squared 0.50. Then, ang correlation is strong correlation. Then, the conclusion on relationship significant means that the independent and dependent variable has a significant relationship. Table 4. Domain of self-directed learning significantly affect student readiness. So, in the left side, that is the indicators of my independent variable, self-directed learning. So, the center is p-value, then the p-value of 0 all indicators. In the right side decision, all indicators are rejected in the decision. Summary findings. Based on the data gathered, the following findings were presented. First is the level of self-directed learning in grade 12 students in Sagay National High School has an overall mean of 3.37 with a descriptive equivalent of moderate. The level of student readiness for tertiary education among grade 12 students in Sagay National High School has an overall mean of 3.40 with a descriptive equivalent of high. There is a significant there is a statistical there is a statistically significant relationship between self-directed learning and student readiness for tertiary education in grade 12 students, as indicated by a probability value of 0.00 and leading to the rejection of null hypothesis. Fourth is in statistical terms, there is significant evidence to accept the idea that students' readiness is impacted by the self-directed learning, as the calculated probability of zero point 0.0 is within the level of significance of 0.05. So the p-value is must belong siya sa 0.5 means that there's a significant evidence to accept the idea of the student readiness is impacted by self-directed learning. Conclusion. Based on the findings of the study, the following conclusions are made. First, the level of self-directed learning is moderately evident. Second, the level of student readiness is highly evident. There is a significant relationship between self-directed learning and student readiness for tertiary education. Fourth, self-directed learning are significant in predicting the student readiness among grade 12 students in Sagayin National High School. My recommendation recommendation of my study. First, schools should provide training in self-reflection, goal setting, and self-assessment while helping students understand their learning styles and improving strategies. Second is the Department of Education should integrate self-directed learning into the curriculum through project-based assignments that foster independent research, critical thinking, and problem solving, similar to university level of work. So, ang DepEd, pwede sila mag-integrate or dapat sila mag-integrate og integrate ang self-directed learning into curriculum para mas mahasa ang mga students like sa independent research, individual, sa critical thinking, and to manage and to be responsible of their learning. Third is the Department of Education should integrate digital literacy into the curriculum by teaching students to use online research tools, assesses source credibility, and manage digital tools for productivity. It can help the students if the Department of Education integrate digital literacy into the curriculum. It can help the students to improve their self into a digital literacy. They has they have a knowledge of, or they gain broad knowledge about the resources for developing their self and improve. Fourth is school should provide structured guidance through workshops on time management, study techniques, and research skills, along with access to libraries, online database, and research tools to support independent learning. Schools should provide structured guidance, so the schools should provide uh, support or guidance to the student to improve their independent learning, to support their independent learning. Five is, or fifth, teachers should encourage students to keep learning. Journals or digital portfolios that document their journey, challenges, and growth over time. So, kini siya, kini teachers should encourage students to keep. So, nanay nagabuhat karon ani sa current. So, like sa pag-immersion, maghimo og journal kung sa mga learning, sa journey, challenges, or sa para mag-grow. Six are creative, supportive learning environment promoting collaborative groups where students can share knowledge and resources and establish peer tutoring or learning groups to enhance understanding through mutual teaching. Self-directed learning are also need col- collaborative groups, not only in independent but they are need to socialize and socializing to learning by collaborative to other students and to share knowledge and resources to broaden their understanding in learning. Seven is schools should use assessments that focused on the student learning process such as reflection, self-reports, and self-evaluation rather than just the final product. So the students, it can helps the students to evaluate their learning. They can, they will know their strength and weakness. So if they are know their weakness, they can improve themselves. Kung asa sila hina, mas ma-improve pa nila. So, number 8, school should promote extracurricular activities like academic clubs and debates to develop students' independent study, critical thinking, teamwork, and leadership skills. That's all my video discussion. Thank you for watching my presentation.